Maybe you think you've been to Waldoboro because you've driven up Route 1 and perhaps stopped at Moody's Diner on your way further north to points like Rockland, Camden, or Bar Harbor. But just a couple of miles from busy Route 1, the actual center of Waldoboro is a mid-coast Maine place all its very own. There was fame and prosperity in an earlier era. There were years of challenges later on, and today, a town determined to find its own kind of footing for the future. The constant throughout, a truly tight-knit community and a truly unique river that continues to define it.
Without the river, we wouldn't be here. Waldoboro as a town wouldn't be here. The river is what allowed the natives here thousands of years ago to be able to live here, to sustain. When the Europeans came in the early 1600s, they came by the river and they mostly settled on the river.
McGann Price grew up and still lives and works in Waldoboro. She knows well how the Madomic River and forests here once made Waldoboro a renowned shipbuilding center. Later decades saw factories spring up along the river, and later still light industry like a Sylvania light bulb plant. The river, meanwhile, was not left unaffected. So the river definitely impacted by industry.
For sure. Even though those things were 10, 20, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, they're still impacting the river today.
Today, Price is Madomic Regional Stewardship Manager for the Mid-Coast Conservancy, a local land trust centered in Waldoboro, committed to restoring and preserving land and water here, an ever-increasing challenge in Maine's most populous region.
We are seeing more development pressure, but that just means that our work is extra important or more important than it's ever been.
A recent success story along the river involves Waldoboro's former Sylvania light bulb plant. Once the area's largest employer, it closed in 2003, and in 2021, the town was able to take ownership of the 39-acre property. In a local referendum, voters chose a park for the site.
We conducted a community-wide survey asking the residents of Waldoboro what elements they would want in the park.
Resident and researcher Michael Amico and town planner Kate Tagai head up the committee on creating the park, which will include pickleball and tennis courts, a pavilion, a playground, and a walking trail. To Tagai, it's about restoring more than just the land.
There's that self-determination piece of it. We didn't have control over the company when it decided to leave. Being able to come and say, we're going to do something useful with this land gives us back some of that self-determination.
It's very unique. Our clams and stuff start a lot closer to town than most towns do.
Abden Simmons is a bit of an expert on how the Madomic River has shaped life in Waldoboro for just about everything, including fishing and clamming. Simmons wears a few hats locally, like state rep and commercial clammer, and he's old enough to remember when the water quality here forced him off the flats here.
I think it was back in 2003, 2004. We were shut down like 235 days. Now we're maybe 30 days out of the year.
So would you say that there has been a really positive turnaround?
Yep, there has been.
The Madomic Project, which Simmons helped spearhead, was a cooperative cleanup effort involving a number of both state and local groups. Made all the more vital because Waldoboro has consistently been one of Maine's top producing clamming towns.
It's always been, everyone asks me, why does Waldoboro always have clams? Is because we do a lot different than what most places do. We flip the mud, and a lot of places they'll pick. They'll drive their hand into the mud and pull the clam out.
But you think this is actually more helpful?
Absolutely, 100%.
Simmons swears by the raking method, not just for finding clams, but for sustaining them.
When a clam goes to set down in this stuff, it's real acidic, and they're microscopic when they settle down. That acidity will just eat that clam right up.
Your feeling is that this is more aerating it?
Yes, yep.
It's a year-round effort, not quick or easy producing a bushel, but Simmons says he loves the work and Waldoboro and wouldn't trade away either one.
It's pretty peaceful. You got farmland inland and you got the ocean on the coast. You got best of both worlds.
What a shot. And last year in 2025, Waldoboro landed at number 2 in Maine, ranked number 2 in Maine, behind Brunswick for clam landings.
And clammer Abden Simmons says that, the raking method, in his opinion, is more sustainable, and it's really responsible for the success of the soft-shell clam industry there. He says the raking itself doesn't do any damage, and of course it gets smoothed over on every tide.